We are in Houston, Texas, in the neighborhood of Nottingham Forest, which is off Memorial and Dairy Ashford. We've lived here 23 years now, and our neighborhood got flooded from the dam release, the levee release. So, we got a lot of rain, and before they released the reservoirs, the water actually went down. We were keeping tabs on it. There was marks on the garage, and we were watching the marks, and the water actually went down and went, shoo, dodged a bullet there, and then they released the dams. So, and one by one, we flooded, coming from the front of the neighborhood, and we could watch it. It was, one house after another, and each successive house got less water. So we got 2.5 feet of water in our house. It was sewer water, bayou water. I mean, it was really nasty stuff. That's what the reservoirs were released into, the bayou. And so we've never flooded, lived here 23 years. You could see it coming across the street, and for some weird reason, it was coming from behind us too. We've never seen that. Even, in bad rains, they talk about the tax day rains or Memorial Day floods. We never flooded. We didn't even have water in the streets. But this was coming at us really fast. And, it was expected. I mean, at first it was like a party atmosphere where everybody was trying to find out what each of the neighbors were going to do. And we had neighbors across the street that live in a one-story spend the night with us because they were worried that they were going to flood. So the next morning I got up and we made pancakes, and our next door neighbor has 2 little kids. They came over, and the next door neighbors here, their house is gone now. They're going to rebuild. Came over, we had pancakes, and one by one we decided we better go. And there were some great volunteers. I don't know her name, but her name was her last name. Her name was Missy, and she had an airboat. And so the airboat phone number for the airboat was spread throughout, and so when you thought it was your time to go, you would call and see if they could come pick you up. And so they came and they picked up. We have 2 dogs. Our next door neighbor has 1. We stuffed as many things in trash bags as we thought we could that we would need for a few days, and we got on the boat with our dogs and our trash bags and rode it out. The current was so strong coming down the street that you couldn't walk down the street. It was, 2.5 feet, 3 feet maybe, but it was so fast you would fall. So everybody had to come around the block. And so, that's what happened. It's unfortunate. They told us they were going to need to release the dams, but they didn't warn us. And I think that's why so many people in our neighborhood are mad and are thinking about suing the Corps of Engineers, because they knew for several days before they released, had they warned people, we could have removed our cars. We lost 2 cars. They lost 2. Everybody around us lost cars. I mean, it's been a boon for the car industry.